Hey guys, so as you all know, it is now officially 2017. 2016 is officially over, and I made an entire book on 2016.
These are all of my memories.
These are all my memories for 2016, and I went through, and it took me 2 days to get through this entire book. I've been doing this for the past, I think, 2 years, where I've been making videos for all of the memories that I have in these, and I'm probably going to have to split them up into different sections for like different friends, for like Tiffany and Ashley and such, but I wanted to make a video for them so then I can have them to look back on. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. Some of the few exciting things that did happen to me this year, one of which you guys already know about, which was meeting my best friend Ashley in person. I feel like I talk about it all the time now. But it was definitely like the highlight of my year, the highlight of my life pretty much. Like, we had been waiting for that moment for 12 whole years. And it took us that long to meet each other. And it just drives me wild that we waited that long for that to happen. But when it finally came, it was definitely worth the wait. And we did so many awesome things together. I just enjoyed spending time with her. We could have just been sitting there staring at each other for all I cared, and I would have had an amazing time with her. Like, it was the best. And I definitely want to do it more in the future, with Tiffany included. That's actually one of my goals for the new year, is to meet Tiffany as well. But that was definitely like the highlight of my year. I still can't believe that it happened. I'm in shock. I can't believe that I actually met my best friend in the flesh. So she is a real person. It is real. And it's kind of like we proved everyone wrong. Like, yeah, that was an amazing thing, and I'm probably going to mention that in her video as well. Because I just can't stop talking about it. Like, that was the best thing that 2016 could have brought me. And then another good thing that happened to me this past year was going to job training. It was very, very difficult for me at first, to be honest, because I wasn't used to having a job. I wasn't used to working. I wasn't used to doing all of those things. And I'm not saying that the job was really meant for me, but it definitely opened up new doors for me. You know, it gave me the experience of having a job, so now I know somewhat of what it's like. It was like an accomplishment for me because that was the first job that I ever had, so that was a good thing. Taking some of the paychecks that I got from that job training and going to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, that was a huge, huge thing because that had been on my bucket list for the longest time, and I had been wanting to go there for so long. Ever since I found out that Ghost Adventures went there, and Zach Bagans, who is just amazing. I freaking love them. I'm like a big, big fan. I had been wanting to go there. And when I got this job, I took like my very first paycheck and took my dad as like a Father's Day present, and me, him, and my mom went to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. It was my first time ever going there, and it was just as beautiful in person, if not more, than what it is on TV. It was just awesome. Like, I still can't believe that I got to go there and visit there. We didn't get to do any like ghost tours or ghost hunt or anything like that, which is something I definitely want to go back and do, but we did get to visit, so I'm just happy to say that I got to go there, and now that I can cross that off my bucket list. I met a llama for the first time this year.
I met a llama for the first time.
For the first time ever in my life. Llamas are like one of my favorite animals, and it's kind of like an inside joke between me, Tiffany, and Ashley. Llamas, for some reason, don't ask, because I still honestly couldn't tell you. I've always loved llamas, and I found out that they were having a petting zoo, and I talked my dad into taking me there, and yes, there were like little toddlers and babies there that were mainly excited about the animals, but doesn't mean that adults can't be excited about them too. And I went in there, and the llama was definitely not very happy to see me. Like, I think that he was kind of pissed off and he wanted me to leave him the hell alone, but I didn't care. I was really excited. So I snuck a picture with him, and then like right as I was getting ready to leave, I feel something breathing down my neck, like a presence of something behind me, and I turn my head, and that llama's just sitting there like "Aw, hey Humphrey, I love you." Definitely another bucket list thing marked off my list, that I finally met a llama in person. Actually, I think that me, Tiffany, and Ashley got to meet a llama in person this year, so that was pretty cool. It wasn't my very last, but it was one of the paychecks closer to the end of the job training I took, and I got tickets to go see Disturbed because I found out that they were coming here. They're one of my biggest favorite bands ever, and I found out that they were coming here, and I could not pass up the opportunity to go see them. And since I had the money to get the tickets, I decided I was going to go for it. And so we got to go see Disturbed for the first time ever in concert, and it was flippin' amazing. Like, it was so cool. Another big thing that happened for me this past year was just going to Scareview, which is another haunted house here in West Virginia, and I thought, you know, they weren't going to like me and this and that, but it turned out to be quite different than that, actually. So, like, as soon as I came there, they were so kind, and it was so different because, like, I was honestly expecting the worst, and it turned out to be so different than that. Like, everybody was so nice, and I met some awesome friends, and I got to experience new things. I got to be a clown for the first time ever this year, and I've worked haunts for 4 years now, and I'd never been a clown once, so that was my first time ever being a clown. So that was pretty cool. And then I also got to be a demon, a she-devil, whatever you want to call it, and it was my first time ever being something like that too. I'm used to being like zombies and
This video is a train wreck. I'm sorry if it's like all over the place. Like, I'm honestly trying my hardest, but I didn't really think it through before I made the video, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna jump in and I know exactly what I'm doing. No.
So another good thing that happened this year was that I finally got to get Rocco fixed. So he is officially a part of our little family now. Like, there's no like, he's just our outdoor cat. No, he's actually a part of our family because he's indoors now. He's with the other cats, and I love him equally the same, and I'm very blessed that I got to take in a kitty and save his little life, and that I now get to call him mine. Another really funny thing that happened this year was my mom brought me home a coin, and she brought me this home from work because she found it on the floor or something, and she comes to me and she's like, Melanie, I found a Canadian coin, which she thought was very cool, which I sometimes think is very cool. Like, I'm very strange. Like, I think that the littlest things are like the coolest thing in the world, even if they're not. So I was pretty excited, and I was sitting there looking at it, and I just thought that there was something off about this coin. Like, it did not look like an actual coin that you would pay in a store for, like, something. So I was sitting there looking at it in the light, and then I realized there was, like, an image of something on there, and it didn't look like a president. It didn't look like anything that would usually be on a coin. It looked like Pac-Man. Like, it was like an actual picture of Pac-Man. And I was like, Mom, this isn't a Canadian coin. This is a freaking Pac-Man game token. Like, I don't know where she got that it was a Canadian coin. I guess she just couldn't see it all that well, but I thought that it was pretty funny. I had to share that with you guys. And I actually have the coin in my memory book. I taped it in there. So, I'm going to have that forever to look back on and give me a good laugh whenever I need it. And another exciting thing that happened for me this year was that I got to light off my first sky lantern. I had been wanting to do that for the longest time since I seen Tangled. Yes, that was what made me want to light off a sky lantern. It was kind of scary, and it gave me like really bad anxiety whenever it was going up into the sky, because I thought that it was going to like fall on someone's house and like catch it on fire, and then I was going to go to jail or something. But it was actually really magical and really pretty and so cool watching it go up into the sky. And I actually made a whole vlog on that as well. So stars, 'cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. exciting thing that happened this year was Britty44, and this just kind of randomly came to me. But Britty44, which is like my all-time hero, I love her and Graveyard Girl and so many other YouTubers here on YouTube. She actually followed me on Twitter, and she's still following me, and I just thought that was amazing because she's like my idol. Like, I love her and look up to her so much, so it was just so cool that she followed me on there, because I kind of feel like we're like best friends now, even if we don't talk, you know. So yeah. Mom.
You got a band-aid in your hair.
Me. There's probably more around here somewhere. I had one on my arm, and then I walk into my room and Rocco has like a big stack of band-aids stuck to his side, and he's walking around with those band-aids stuck to his side. And I got a reply or two from Katrina from Paranormal Lockdown, which is also the Katrina from Paranormal State. So I thought that was pretty cool. She liked my tweet. I hit over almost 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so that was a big moment for me, even though it may not seem like a big moment for some people. I completed my entire job training from beginning to end. Well, pretty much. There's still like a second part that I gotta go back and do, but that part is optional, but I finished like the actual job training itself. I bought my new iPod, Dory. The guitarist from Disturbed actually liked my tweet, and if I can find the screenshot, I'll put it in this video somewhere, but it was right after I tweeted that I'm gonna go see them, and I was like fangirling, like I was flipping out. I thought that it was so cool. Pinning some boy up against the fence at Scareview who was scared shitless, and it was hilarious. Like, I'm sorry, like, I may have pushed him a little too far, but that was like the best moment for me, because I've never had someone that scared of me. Well, I have once or twice, but for this year at a new haunt, that was the first time that ever happened for me, so I thought that was pretty cool. I've seen a few old friends from the Haunted Barn walk through Scareview this year, so that was a nice little reuniting moment for me. I miss them so much, and I still do. And then coming home from dress rehearsal at Scareview this year and walking in my house, and Wubsy like backing off from me and running from me because he was scared of me because I still had my demon prosthetic on, so he was like terrified of me. I was a part of Scareview's Scare Factor review, which, if you guys don't know, Scare Factor is like a big, like, I don't know what you would call them, they just like they review different haunted houses across America, and Scareview is a part of one of the haunted houses that they do, so I thought that was really awesome that I'm a part of a haunted house that does that. Like, I thought that it was the coolest thing in the world that they included me in their review. They said, "A she-devil who reads the rules," and I was just
like, I thought it was so cool.
And then I found out that my best friend in the entire world, Tiffany, was pregnant, so I'm gonna have another little niece or nephew pretty soon, so that was exciting. The guy that was at the DRK making me laugh.
What if you put tater tots on her head or hot dogs instead of horns?
Then me walking out and David going,
"Watch your tater tots."
Then I found out that Britty44 was coming to West Virginia, and I wanted to go visit her, but I didn't get the chance to, so it still sucks, but I still think that it's really cool that she got to come here. She went to Point Pleasant to visit the Mothman, so I thought that was awesome that she came to my state. The same boy who was making fun of me the night before coming through the haunt again. Him, giggling. Me. What's so funny? Him.
I'm good.
Are you sure? Him, making snickering noises. Me, in front of all of his friends in a demonic voice. Did you fart?
No.
That sounded like a fart. Someone wrote a review for Scareview saying that we were good with kids, and I don't know why. It's the little things like that that just make my day. An old friend, Lee from the Haunted Barn, inviting me to his haunt and telling me that he loved and missed me. I thought that was sweet because I love and miss him too. Another good thing that happened this year was that I started my own bank account, which I have to make another one. Rocco's moving the camera like so much right now. I have to make another one this year, but yeah, I made my first bank account, so that was kind of like a big adult accomplishment for me again. My dad almost leaving me in Jigsaw's car whenever we were hanging out with him. and we went ghost hunting with him. My dad almost left me in his car and locked me in there. Me, Jigsaw, and Daddy adventuring, trying to find the wine cellars, seeing wild coyotes that almost came down the hill and ate us, climbing up a giant hill and coming back to find the cellars were right there in front of us. So basically we adventured and we didn't even try to. My neighbor Monzella telling me that she had Hitler and that he was doing good. She still had Hitler and that he was doing good. Which Hitler, for those of you who don't know, is a cat that I used to take care of. And he went missing one summer and never did come back. And I thought that something had happened to him. And I kept praying for the longest time that God would let me know in some way that he's okay. And it was like a miracle happened, and we found out one day that my neighbor had actually took him in and gave him a really good home. And she told me this year that she still had him and that he was doing good. So little things like that just put a smile on my face. Deciding to go onto Google Translate with Chris, hey boo boo,
Hey boo boo.
and putting the poop emoji in. Just to hear it go, a smiling pile of poop, and laughing so hard my stomach hurt and tears came out of my eyes. The baby doll head I kept bringing on the screen while Skyping with Chris. And this isn't the same Chris that I went ghost hunting with. That's Jigsaw from Scareview. This is a different Chris. This is actually my boo-boo Chris. You guys probably think I'm nuts. Me, say it in a sexy voice. Chris.
Oh yeah.
I remember a commercial where someone says that. Chris.
Kool-Aid Man?
Skype freezing while Rocco was walking on my bed. Chris.
It froze, and I just got a full view of Rocco's butthole.
So yeah, those are some of the awesome memories that I made this.
But yeah, those were some of the awesome things that happened to me within 2016. There were so many more memories that I did not mention in this video, and as usual, I will be making another video for both Tiffany and Ashley's memories. Those are going to be separate. I decided that, I would do them separately so it wouldn't be like super, super, super long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if it's not too much trouble, please be sure to click that little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I make a new video on my channel. Comment and let me know some of the exciting things that happened to you within the year of 2016. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.
This is me trying to walk in the snow. Oh my god, it comes up to my knees. Look at this stuff. It comes up to my knees. I feel like I'm gonna fall. This is fun. It comes up to my freaking knees.
It looks like it's about to quit, though. That's what I'm saying, falling.